Texas, and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8. They hand this off to Harris. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Harris. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. We're scoreless after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. A handoff for Warren. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the 1st as well. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott on the move to his left. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. He could only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. On the run, it's Dowdle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They run again with Dowdle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Play action now. Prescott. And they'll work this down inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. They run here with Dowdle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Fields on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To the air again, Fields. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Play action. It's Fields. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Fields now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Throwing again is Fields. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now Fields on third and goal. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The throw over the middle taken in. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. On play action, Prescott steps away. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Dowdle is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now left side on the swing pass. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, Cowboys! Rico Dowdle with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw is Fields. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run, and that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete, but he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Left side to Lamb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now Prescott going to change the play. 2nd and 3. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 2-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Here's Fields. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. On the give, this is Harris. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Prescott off play action. Out to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Now 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Prescott. Rolling to his left. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's taken down inside the 30. Prescott on 1st down. Being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And Prescott, he's going to change things up here. They'll try to run this one in, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.